Well, we're back. It's been a little bit of a hiatus. I'm rare coin expert Walt Durham.
Industry veteran Ben Parker.
And we are the coin guys from Texas.
Yep.
So, sorry guys, it's been a little busy around.
A busy summer for sure.
For sure. It's been really, really busy. Man, I mean, I think we purchased $100,000 in raw coins in just the last 2 days.
Yeah.
And so, it's been a lot of that with gold pricing running up to where it's going. A lot of people are selling, and it takes a lot of manpower to go through coins and stuff like that. So that's what we've been doing. But got some really important. So we're going to get back on schedule. That's what me and you planned on doing. Me and you are going to get back on schedule, and we're going to really talk about the best of the U.S. Mint 2026 coins.
Yeah, some more information's coming out. We've got pictures.
More information's coming out. And what I've started to learn is that a lot of people don't even understand that these coins are coming, what's with them. So I think it's important for us to do a podcast on it and kind of go in depth and talk about what really is the best of the Mint in 2026. And I, for one, I promise you, I'm excited about a couple of the coins that are coming out. A couple of them, I'm not so much.
Yeah.
But so we'll start it off. So it's the 250th anniversary of the United States Mint. So you may remember last year, I think we submitted surveys for what do you think the best coins the U.S. Mint has ever done, and they did this, nationwide, and well, the results are in. So they're going to make 5. What would you call them? Commemoratives? Yeah, commemoratives.
Yeah.
They're going to make 5 commemoratives using original dies out of gold, because most of these coins will be silver or were silver. Now they're going to be made out of 24 karat gold, and to commemorate the best. I mean, it is what it is. The best of the U.S. Mint, right? 2026 is going to be really exciting time in coin collecting. And I don't say that lightly. When we get to the first coin, you'll see why. That's going to be, that's going to be a home run coin.
Yeah, and I was reading too. So they're, in addition to the gold, they're also going to be doing a companion metal? Is that what they're called?
Companion metal, yeah. So
those are going to be silver metals. There's no going to be no denomination or anything like that.
But even those, man, some of those designs are
pretty
awesome.
Good.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. I like to see, the Mint's come out with the laser privy so far this year, the eagle privy. What else they have?
So we're going to have the Marines and the Navy coming out later this year.
Marines and Navy are coming out later this year. The Army privy's already come out. Just quickly touch on the laser privy. They're not grading well compared to Army privies.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as y'all go hunting for your new numismatic treasures. Yes, I said new numismatic.
New numismatics.
So the first coin that we know that they're going to recreate in 24 karat gold is the famous 1804 silver dollar. And Jordan is going to go ahead and put up a big picture of this.
Yeah.
The 1804 silver dollar is the holy grail of coins. 7 or 8 known to ever have been struck. And the interesting thing about it, and a lot of people don't know this, these coins weren't struck in 1804. They were struck in the 1830s. They were meant to be gifts for foreign ambassadors, and they needed the dollar to complete the proof set. And so sometime in the 1830s, they went back and recreated, they put an 1804 date on a coin that was struck in 1830. The 1804 dollar sells for millions of dollars. If you have one, find one. You're not going to find one, but if
they're special, yeah.
Yeah, they're special. They're special coins. So this coin, this 1804 dollar, probably next to the flowing hair, probably one of the best coin designs the U.S. Mint has ever done. It is absolutely beautiful. We're looking at it on our phones. Y'all are probably looking at it on y'all's screen. But I really like this coin. The 1804 dollar is just, it's just timeless. It's classic. Resemblance of the flowing hair. But but man, it's a beautiful coin, and this is going to be an awesome coin in 24 karat gold.
So in this, they're going to recreate the exact design, matching the original in 24 karat gold.
1 ounce.
But the companion metals, so I see here, we're going to have different designs.
No, so here's what's going on with the companion metals. We have here a list of all the images of the top, I think this top 5. Only 2 have been decided. So there will be 1 companion metal per commemorative restrike. So the $1804 will be struck in 24 karat gold. It'll say 1804 on it.
Mm-hmm.
It will be exactly like the $1804, except it'll be struck in 24 karat gold. It will have a Liberty Bell 250 privy mark on it, and that's how you'll distinguish it as you see when we get to some of these coins, because all the coins are going to have the original dates.
Right.
And that's how you'll distinguish them.
Is the Liberty Bell privy mark.
Is the Liberty Bell privy mark. So if we look at the first companion metal finalist, I actually kind of like it. This is the 1804 1.0 and 1804 1R. Jordan, go ahead and put that on the screen so that everybody at home can see what we're looking at. It is, I like it. I think that's going to be the winner. They haven't announced. It's traditional with a little bit of modern on the back. I think they did a good job there. Now, the next one would probably look really cool in silver. The 1804 2.0. It's got the ship on it. It's got Lady Liberty hugging. I'm just not a fan of the back of that. I hope that one doesn't get selected.
What about the back, do you think?
I think it's too simplistic, too cartoonish for me. I don't know what the artist was trying to do there. And by the way, each one of these medals were designed by a different artist, and they pick the top 5, and they'll select 1 winner each month for the rest of the year. So we'll know which medal's going to go with the $1804 here pretty soon. But I don't know. It's a little too simplistic, cartoonish for me. What do you think?
I think the front is very busy, but the reverse is lacking comparatively.
Yeah. But I do think the front would look cool in silver, because we're looking at renderings here. We're not looking at
3D modeling or an actual sculpture or anything like that.
We will look at we'll have Jordan put the ones that have already been selected, what they look, the 3D rendering of it, and you'll see how they look dramatically better. The next one here is the 1804, the third one. It's a little busy too on the reverse for sure.
The only thing I don't like on the front of the third one is some of the perspective, because it looks like obviously she's at the bow of the ship, and you can see both sides. I think this is just my eye. If you took away that lower wooden part, it would look a little bit simpler, and have it like projected more forward. It just kind of gets lost in the bottom, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, overall, good design, better than I could do. I just don't think that's the top candidate there. The next one is the 1804 number 4 medal, and interesting, they put the waves as her hair, which probably would have been cool for a flowing hair companion.
And what I do like about that is there's very intentional use in that design where the waves are the hair, but also at the rear of the ship you can see the bow that's in her hair in the original 1804. So the bow is still there. They made a point to include that.
Yeah,
and that's a very strong looking eagle on the reverse.
Yeah, that's an old school eagle. It's a very dominant looking eagle, which I do like the eagle. The King of Coins thing, I don't know how that would translate on a coin.
What's interesting too is you see how the part of the ribbon from her hair on the front when you have the coin in your hand, it looks like they created it to where when you flip it over, the ribbon continues to the back.
Yeah, so that's going to be a continuing theme. With these medals is that kind of that
some of the artists decided to do that.
It
carries on over.
Carries on over.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the word I was looking for. Overall, I mean, not the worst one, I think. But I don't think that's the clear cut winner in my opinion.
It might be. There's so far out of the ones we've seen, I think the first one and the fourth one are kind of close. Yeah,
are the best. Now the fifth one, this one is. I can see it. I can see it on a medal. Mm-hmm. This fifth one here, I guess like a modern rendition of Lady Liberty wrapped in
just cloth.
This cloth, but that front's pretty cool looking. Mm-hmm. I'm digging the front. The back, I think, lacks creativity. Boy, that'd be cool if you can mix and match. Huh?
I was just thinking that the front on the fifth one with the reverse of the fourth one would be very interesting.
Yeah, it's the King of Coins ribbon is really getting me on that fourth one. Yeah, I don't know. I think seriously though, my opinion, 1 or number 5 will probably take it. Just if I know the U.S. Mint, they kind of stick to classics.
I hope it's 1.
I hope it's 1. I think 1's the clear out of the 5 candidates. I think number 1 is very U.S. Mint like, and
it looks like it's got all the characteristics they look for.
Yeah, so they'll probably pick that one, but we will find out. Mm-hmm. I will say this: that 1804 gold dollar will be popular.
Oh yeah,
very popular. It will definitely sell out. I think. I don't care where gold prices are at. That is a very, very cool concept by the U.S. Mint, and hats off to them. Mm-hmm. So the next coin that they're going to do is a coin that we know a lot about, and that's the 1907 Saint-Gaudens high relief $20 gold coin. Now, here's what's going to be interesting. Mm-hmm. The U.S. Mint did do the 2009 ultra high relief. This one will not be an ultra high relief. This one will be a high relief like the 1907s. It will have the 1907 date on it. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say we know a lot about these coins, and Jordan, you can put this picture up on the screen, but the coin I'm holding here in this picture is a 1907 high relief MS69 CAC. Yes, we have bought and sold that coin at one point. We know where it's at, and it's not coming out anytime soon. Mm-hmm. That is a 7-figure coin. It is the holy grail of Saint-Gaudens, if you ask me, in a mint state 69 CAC. I hope this coin does really well. I think this one will be really cool with the 1907 date. It's not going to be that ultra high relief with the big bowl, like the 09 ultra high relief. Again, you'll distinguish it. Well, 1, it's going to be 24 karat gold, but 2, it'll have that 250 the special privy mark that they're doing. Now, this first metal choice, companion choice, it's kind of out there for the U.S. Mint. If this is one they're going to go with, it's kind of out there. You see it's got virtuous around the corners. It's a little busy on the front, but overall it's good design. Mm-hmm. I love the eagle on the back. That's very U.S. Mint like on the reverse. I don't know. I'm not in love with it. I'll just say that. I'm not in love with it. What do you think about it?
I think it's pretty amazing.
You like it?
It's a very, very nicely done rendering.
And that's the thing about coins, right? Everybody's got a different opinion. Mm-hmm. I would not buy it. I mean, whatever metal they come out with, I'm going to have.
Yeah.
So far, just looking at it, I hope they get better. So let's look at number 2. I think number 2 is a very cool concept. I don't think it translates to the U.S. Mint and what the U.S. Mint wants. It has Augusta Saint-Gaudens, doing the original sculpting of the 1907 double eagle, which is cool. The back, the coin in the hand. I just don't think the Mint would go with that.
Yeah.
It's the Mint, the U.S. Mint is very traditional. If you haven't learned, they don't really go for what's the modern style type of.
They don't really stray from their traditions.
Yeah. They're really traditional. I guess that's the best way I could put it. And I don't see that one. I'm not a fan of the reverse at all. Far better it is to dare mighty things. I wonder if that was a quote from Augusta Saint-Gaudens.
Might have to find out.
Yeah, that's worth a Google or a Chat GPT.
So on this one, I'm noticing there's only 4 total. Is that right?
Yes.
4. So it's interesting that you say they typically do not stray from their typical design or their choices, their characteristics.
Right.
It's interesting that you say that is because as we go further down these 4, I feel like we get further and further away in some ways just from the art style. So I guess we can go on to the third one. My first impression is this is a little cartoony, I guess.
I could see that, but again, we're looking at renderings and not 3D renderings, right?
Yeah, black and white. It's kind of hard to say, but
I really think this is going to be the winner.
You think 3 is going to win?
I really think 3 is going to win. I really do. I can see it in a silver medal. I really love the reverse of this. I love the flag on the wings with kind of like the traditional double eagle on there.
Let me see the remote.
I think it goes well.
Yeah.
The front is so you're not a fan
of the third one.
Yeah,
I like the front a lot more than I do the back.
Okay. See, I'm a little opposite. I like the back more. I like the front.
Yeah, I guess I really, now that you mentioned, I really would have to see it in 3D it's very flat and cartoonish to me, but
yeah,
it's not bad. I mean, by any means, this is beautiful art, but for something as strong as the
double eagle.
the 1907 double eagle, I'm still sticking with the first one so far, my favorite.
So you like the first one, and I mean, I could see the first one winning, but if I'm a betting man, and I don't know, it's going to be 1 or 3 because let's take a look at 4. All right, so 4 is probably up on your screen. Yeah, I think this is too modern.
What would you call that font that they're using?
Psychedelic.
That's what the kind of like, I guess. So
it's like you took a big hit of acid and you're looking at a coin. Yeah, I don't think the U.S. Mint's going to go with that.
I'm curious, if there's some way to ask the artist that had this one, why was that decision made? Not that it's bad.
It's not bad. Like, this would be a cool painting, it's just so far removed from what the U.S. Mint will do, I think, that it doesn't have a shot, because I think the people on the Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee, I think they're very traditional.
It's like this person is a fan. And then if you look a little bit closer in between the font, you see all these swirls and very floats. Like I don't know. I get the idea of like this person's a Grateful Dead fan or something like that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Grateful Dead fan, but I did go to Broken Bow, Oklahoma last year, and they are huge Grateful. Like, there's a lot of Grateful Dead stuff there. I don't know if they're from there or whatever, but that's what that reminds me of then. Grateful Dead, yeah. So it's like, yeah, you took a hit of acid and you're looking at a medal from the U.S. Mint. I do like the reverse a lot better. I don't like the font of United States of America. I don't think the CCAC is going to like it either. But we'll see. That's number
4.
Number 4, and I guess they didn't have a 5th one for that one, so they just narrowed it down to those 4. I'm going to put my money, since we're on recording, I'm just going to put my money on number 3, and we'll see how that turns out.
I got 1, so.
And listen, guys,
Yeah.
I do not have any inside information on what's going to win. So here's where it gets a little lame for me. I'm just going to be honest. So the next coin in the Best of the U.S. Mint series will be the 1916 Mercury dime. The reason why it's lame for me is because in 2016, U.S. Mint did a 2016 Mercury dime.
They did.
So this coin will be 24 karat gold, 1/10 of an ounce, same as 2016. That's why it's not as exciting for me, because we've already seen it.
Yeah.
Now the companion metal is going to be what I think makes it popular or not popular. Again, this dime, unlike the one in 2016, this dime will say 1916 on it. The first companion metal, I get where they were trying to go with it. Culture diversity with Lady Liberty. Think about that however you want. I think it's a minimal design. It's not my favorite. And so this, just for clarification, we know which one has been picked.
Yeah,
for this one, we know which one has been picked. So, and it wasn't this one, and I can see why they didn't go with this one, the number 1.
Yeah.
So I do think number 2 is really cool. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on stuff that hasn't been picked yet, because we know it hasn't been picked. Number 2 is I like the front way more than I like the back. The back is a cool design, make a cool logo on a U.S. Mint.
You like the back of the second one?
Yeah, I mean, not for a U.S. Mint metal, but
Okay.
I like the,
because it's to
I
me
like the artwork.
Yeah.
I would hang a picture of that in my office, but it's just not something that I think goes well with the U.S. Mint and its traditional values.
Yeah.
So that's my take. This one didn't get picked. It could have been picked for that, picked for that reason. It could have been not picked for other reasons. So this one here, number 3, this one here going across y'all's screen is the winner. This is the one that they picked. And we alluded to it earlier that, the design carries on to the reverse. And I think I love this. Again, looking at the drawing here, it looks a little cartoonish on the front. But if you look at the 3D renderings, this looks really much better and cooler. I like the sword going into, transitioning into the reverse of the metal. I think they did a good job on that. To me,
what does the back make you think of? The reverse?
Chicago.
So I was looking at this because we knew this one was going to has already been selected. And the only thing I can picture or think of is that while this coin was being produced, the Dust Bowl was a really big thing. So this brings to mind the Dust Bowl, I don't want to say, but the difficulty that there was in the United States during 16 up till 45. So in the front, we have kind of almost like a sheds, these buildings. But in the back, you have a very large industrial area.
So the industrial age, the evolution of the United States at that time period.
Think so,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And of course, that goes through till the end of World War II. So this span of time is a very difficult time in the U.S.
Yeah. And we saw a lot of growth from, as a nation from 1916 to 1945. And I think that's what they captured on the back. I just thought Chicago when I saw the big buildings and the wind. I mean, that's just my, like the ink blog test, the first thing that comes to your mind. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Now, the number 4 metal here, This one didn't win. This one was probably a close second. I think what killed it was the instead of an eagle on the back, it's what do you call those things?
Is that a hippogriff kind of thing, or
Like a griffin?
a griffin? Yeah.
Yeah, like a griffin. There you go. I think that kind of killed it because the front's pretty cool.
See, if this hadn't already been selected and we were talking about it, I probably would have thought that 4 would have won just off of the front. But now that you mention it, that animal on the back, it's kind of lost. You know, if you would have put pretty much anything else there, I think it would have taken first place.
I really do. I really like the front of it, the reverse. I think not having the eagle, again, the U.S. Mint's very traditional. I can see why they went with something else. Mm-hmm. So we'll go on to the next coin that they're going to do. Again, repeat, 1916 Standing Liberty Quarter. Listen, this is my favorite design on U.S. coinage, period.
A lot of people love those 1916s.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of she's kind of exposed there. That was kind of the joke. But no, I think it's one of the most beautiful coins the U.S. Mint has ever made. So I don't fault the U.S. Mint for picking this coin to do it in gold. It's just not as exciting because they did it in 2016. And still, that the 2016 version in gold is really cool. I love it. One of my personal favorites. I love Standing Liberty Quarters. I just think it's like one of the best designs the U.S. Mint has ever had on any coin. It's very classic. It's very beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's detail oriented. Yeah. So again, it'll have the 250 privy. It'll say 1916. Well,
Yeah.
It's just, I wish I'm the type, like it's something new coming out. I want to see something new. But hey, it is what it is. So the first medal that was a component to win, and we do know the winner of this one as well. This one didn't win. Boy, Lady Liberty is thick. She is
that
thick
is
with 3 C's.
That's a very particular body type there. Her thigh is very much. It's almost like from this picture. It's almost as big as her waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very modern rendition of Lady Liberty right there, because they didn't build them like that back in 1916. The front's really cool, despite that she could crush a watermelon between her thighs. But the reverse, I think, is a little too busy, and I think that's why it didn't win. Yeah. I could see the front being an actual medal for the U.S. Mint.
And we might see that happen too. We might see medals come out in the future that these could be used for. Or they go back to the artist, say, hey, change this one thing.
Yeah, that could be it. So number 2 is the winner. This version right here is the winner of the contest. So this will be the companion medal. And again, looks very traditional for the U.S. Mint. And that's kind of where like my other guesses have been going, is very traditional, because I saw the 2 that they have picked so far. And this looks, again, this is one of those things that looks a lot better with the 3D rendition that's on the U.S. Mint's website. And we'll have Jordan put up the 3D rendition of the 2 medals that they have chose. I like, this is the first time I think we've seen the tail end of an eagle on a medal or something from the U.S. Mint, flying through the air with the olive branch. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm happy with it, and I can't wait to own one.
So I'm curious. It almost looks like she is tossing, like it's a before and after. Like maybe she's tossing the branch to the eagle, and then the eagle's catching it midair.
Yeah, because you see the eagle in the background on the front, on the obverse. And then you've got, catching it. And so she's kind of passing the olive branch, I guess you would say.
I don't know. It's a very beautiful medal.
Yeah, it's going to look really cool in silver. And like I said, I can't wait to own one. I think of the choices that I've seen. I think that's the clear-cut winner. Number 3, I think is... Nah.
So the front, I don't like so much. It's some of the posture goes into it. I think what really does look amazing on the front of it is the flowing of, I guess it's part of her dress behind her. You know that design, you can see all the ripples in it. That would do really well on silver.
Yeah.
But what's interesting, what comes to mind on the back is you see often with, of course, the Chinese pandas. There's a lot of incorporation of a family, and we see that with some other coins now, but this one on the reverse strikes the most in that sense. With the Chinese pandas, you have the two playing or doing something, and there's always the adult. This is very clear, the closest to that kind of idea I think that the Mint has had an opportunity to do.
Yeah, and the reverse kind of looks like the family of eagles from the traditional American eagles. Yeah, not a fan of it. Just maybe the front.
The back's definitely better than the front.
Yeah. So number 4. Okay, can I just say something? Like, you see, look at number 4 here. The front's beautiful. I think the front is really cool, and I think if it had a better back or reverse, if it had a better reverse, I think this could have won. So what I want to say is like the new like circulating quarters coming out. I know it's like the woman quarters. I really don't like these designs of like a woman or any figure like doing work kind of thing. Like they've always kind of like, I've never been a fan of the Lincoln pennies they put out, like with Abraham Lincoln doing something on the back. I don't know. It's just a me thing.
Like the log cabin kind of,
yeah. It's just a me thing. Him splitting wood. I think the front's really cool, and I think the artist nailed it on the head with this one. I think the back probably kept this one from being the winner. But I do think kudos to the CCAC. I think they picked, with number 2, I think they picked the best one. And I think they picked the one that's going to be the most popular. And at the end of the day, that's what you have to, it's all about sales. Yeah. And so you're not going to please everybody, but you have to, I think the consensus would be that. And the final coin we have here is, again, the Walking Liberty. Again, one of the most iconic designs in U.S. history. I get it, but, they did it in 2016. So as far as sales go, this one will be struck in, half ounce pure 24 karat gold. As far as the sales go, I think the sales will be dramatically lower for the dime Standing Liberty quarter and the Walking Liberty half because it's already been done.
I agree.
I don't know if they're going to make you buy the gold coin to get the metal. They normally don't do that.
I think because this is the way I'm thinking is because it says companion, they might come together.
So that might force sales up on the...
I think that's intentional.
Yeah, because, they've already done... Again, the difference being this Walking Liberty will have the 1916 date on it. But again, we know what these look like in gold.
Well, and this might be an opportunity too. If, say, they do make it separate, this might be a very low minted coin. So it could be a sleeper.
It could be a sleeper. And just because something is not popular now when it comes out doesn't mean it can't gain popularity as new collectors come into the market. You've seen that with $2.50 Indians. They were not popular back in the day. Yeah. They're extremely popular now. So yeah, I'm not saying don't buy it. You like it. If you're collecting it, go ahead, go for it. It's a great design. It's just not as exciting to me right now because, it wasn't but 9 years ago we already had,
these same coins basically.
These same coins basically. So metal number 1 looks like a Superman comic book. So, that's my first thought. Superman comic book. Not the biggest fan of that by any means. Little too simplistic. I think even for the U.S. Mint standards, the sun, those rays aren't sharp.
Everything's just a little too rounded and soft and stretched, and I don't know. It doesn't strike me as something that they would stick to their traditions in choosing.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that one's going to be the winner. Number 2, I like. I'm just going to say I like it. It's a little weird what's going on. I mean, she's a little, busy up front. She's got like a violin, a paint, a paint easel, and
is that like a camera, like a film camera?
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks
and
like.
Books.
But I do like it. Like overall, I think the reverse is something the U.S. Mint would definitely go for. It's very traditional. I think a lot of people would like the reverse. The front does have traditional elements in it with a little bit of modern.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be the winner.
Especially with the reverse to follow.
The reverse makes it a stronger candidate. I think. The third medal here. Yeah. Wow. The reverse is very
revealing.
Revealing. There's the word I was looking for. Reverse is very revealing.
So is she? I guess the reverse, is she portrayed as a angel?
Yes.
Okay. But that's not the case with the original coin. So I'm thinking more and more after seeing the third one that the second is going to be picked. Because if you go back and you look at that original one, she is carrying quite a bit of things also. Yeah, going back and looking at that, she's got at least one arm full. So.
Yeah, I don't think 3 is going to win.
And also, there's, it's kind of like before they had the homage or tip of the hat to Augustus Saint-Gaudens on that one runner-up. This one's for, of course, Adolf Weinman, but
yeah, it looks too much like a presidential medal, and they don't, and like the U.S. Mint knows that presidential medals and stuff don't do well, and presidential dollars don't do well. I just think that.
And I wonder if there was a specific reason for the 6 pointed stars versus the 5 pointed stars that are traditional.
That would be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Going on to number 4, again, great job by the artists on thinking outside of the box. I think it's a little too outside of the box for the U.S. Mint. Now, the front to me is okay. The front to me is okay. The back's pretty good. This is okay. This is it's not, I don't get that good warm fuzzy feeling, but it's okay.
To me, the front strikes me with the stars, the hair, the art style. It strikes me as more of like a fantasy type style of drawing. And I don't know, I get the impression that this one might have been submitted by the same person that did the psychedelic. I'm getting that feeling.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that Grateful Dead vibe too.
Yeah. At
first glance. So we'll take a look at the last one here, and that's number 5. It looks like, do you remember the September 11th medal that the United States Mint did?
I think so.
Kind of looks like that frosted finish, which would be cool. I think the design elements with the guy who is like ripped beyond belief on the back and I don't know. The more I look at it now, the more I think this one is either second or 1.
I think it would be second, only to the
second one.
The second one.
Yeah.
So I think the 5th one will get second place, and I think the second one will get first place.
Yeah. I mean, And
This one's very well done.
it's very well done, but again, we're just looking at drawings, and
Yeah.
just because some of these drawings don't really appeal to us in the drawing form, once it gets all the kinks get worked out, they could get better. I don't think the U.S. Mint would do Grateful Dead type thing though.
Yeah. What's interesting too is the shading on this, like especially if you look at her face.
Yeah, it's
and
a
part of
different
the eagle. Everything's very linear.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if that will carry over to the metal itself. Will it be smooth and just the same level, or is it you're going to see each line? I guess all that comes into play, but I agree with you. I think the second one gets first.
I think the second one. We'll see who gets who was right, who was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all are playing along at home. I just think this was an important podcast to do because there's not a whole lot of information out there about it, and trust me, it was hard enough work to get the renderings for the runner ups and all this stuff. So we wanted to make it easy for you guys to go out there and see what's coming. Regardless, it's going to be exciting. All the new metals, the two new, never before done in gold. Well, I guess you could say that 1907 was done in gold, but
Yeah, not 24 karat like this.
yeah, but the modern striking of very, very classic coins is going to be cool. Although 3 of them have already been done before. Hey, they were really cool coins, and we sell a lot of them even to this day.
And privies are popular now. You don't know if that's going to be. And there's some people that didn't get an opportunity to buy those originally from the mint and government packaging. So I think they'll be less popular than the ones that haven't been released.
Because I was really excited about the 2016 releases. Just because they are some of my favorite designs. I think
But those are dated 2016.
Yeah, they're dated 2016.
But these are going to be dated
1916.
1916. Okay.
So these will be dated 1916. You'll have 3 coins dated 1916. You'll have 1 coin dated 1907 in the Roman numerals. And then you'll have the $1804 dated 1804.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm here to tell you, I don't have a crystal ball. The 1804 and the 1907 is going to be extremely popular. They're going to go, and we don't know how they're going to grade. That's another thing. We touched at the beginning of the show about laser privies not grading well. Their grade through rate in 70 is down 10 to 15% compared to Army privies or stuff like that. So look for laser privies in 70 to be a little more valuable down the road as that information gets out. I'm giving you straight information from us, submitting coins and other dealers submitting coins. The Army, Marine, and Navy are going to be popular because there's a lot of veterans out there. A lot of veterans are coin collectors. A lot of people will be buying them as gifts. Mint's doing a great job. I like where they're headed. The Superman coins. I know you're not the biggest fan of the sunflower. I think it's a cool design.
I think it's already doing fairly well too.
Yes, it's going to. And now listen, we can do another episode on that because we've talked a lot.
There's a lot of stuff with the mintages. What's going on with that?
Yeah. with everything going on with that could be one of those like bucking bronco type American Liberty medals where it really soars in value. So we'll touch on that in some other episodes. Make sure you stay tuned. Follow us. We'll be putting out more regular videos, things that we've kind of blocked out some time to make sure that we can get a hold of you guys. And the only reason we do it is because we get phone calls on a weekly basis from people who are watching the show and really what we think is common knowledge is not, because we see coins in and out every day. We get people calling in, thanking us for the information. And so me and Ben really sat down and said, we need to get back on and doing more podcasts. And so here we're making a commitment to you guys. We'll be doing more. So in September, they will announce one more of the best of the 2026 companion medals. And if I had to guess, I know the U.S. Mint, it's going to be the Walker companion medal. Okay. And if I had to guess, I don't know. They haven't. It's going to be the Walker, and then they'll save the best for last. The 1907 and the 1804 will probably be the last one they announce. So that's all we've got for today, guys. Hope y'all like the information. Comment what you think is going to win the designs, and It's going to be a fun year in 2026. I promise you.
100%.
All right, guys. Till next time.